Hi guys, welcome to my channel Ishwar Art World.
Please like and subscribe the Ishwar Art World channel for art related videos.
Okay, now I am going to tell you about all the basics of the drawing that no one will tell you. Okay, don't skip the video. First and main enjoy. Basics of sketching or drawing is practicing. As we all know, practice makes man perfect. The practice is the only main thing which will be implied to the beginners to the pro sketches. So what you have to do is you have to practice more and more to get your hand used to the shapes. So what I am going to tell you is take a rough paper. So I am using this graph paper which is useless for me. So this is the waste paper. So now I will take one pencil. So I am taking any pencil. Now I am going to take this 2B pencil. So I will practice circles like this, spirals. So if you practice like this, you will get used to. So if you get any image which consists of these spirals, so you will draw it by freehand. So you will draw it accurately, and you should practice lines, curves, shading. So you have to practice this in the early morning or at the any free time. So this is the first main priority step, first main basic of sketching, which is practicing. And the second step, you have to use different grade pencils. So I am going to show you some pencils. So I had these pencils, which is Apsara pencils, 4B, 2B, 8B and 4H. So let me show you what is the difference between these four pencils. So while it comes to the 2B pencil, to shade a small area with these pencils. This one is 2B. Now the 4B pencil. This one is 4B. And I am going to shade this with 8B. My 8B pencil becomes short. I had more pencils. Okay, this 8B pencil is very dark and it will be used while drawing hair or any dark areas in your drawing. So this is the 8B. As I have mentioned, it is very dark. And the 4H, which is very light in color, and I will use this mainly when giving highlights to the eyes or any skin textures. So this is 4H, which is very hard and very light in color. This is 4H. This is 8B and this is 4B. And I will show you some of the images and I will show where these types of pencils are used. I have done this portrait yesterday and I have completed this in half an hour as I have very busy schedule. I have done this portrait as a practice work. So when it comes to the 4B, I have used the 4B for the eyes, for this dark shades. For the medium dark shade, I have used this 4B pencil, and for the nose at here areas and at the some parts of the lips, and for the hair, initial stage of the hair. So while drawing the hair, we will go to 2 to 3 stages. So in hair I have used this 8B pencil which is very dark. So I have used this 8B pencil and shaded the hair. Now let's come to the second main basic step of the drawing, which is outline drawing. So outline drawing is first main basic step while drawing a portrait. So in this outline methods, the face or any object shape can be drawn. Several methods can be used for drawing the outline. So I will tell you all the methods which are included in the outline drawing. So first one is freehand method. In the freehand method, any shape or any structure can be drawn by freehand itself. So we have to see the object, we have to identify it, and we have to draw it by our freehand. Now I will draw a sphere at it. So in this method I will tell you a very another important step, which is rendering. As you can see, first I have drawn a very curvy sphere here, and after striking like this, so I have to make so many lines at it. So after doing like this, I will get a perfect sphere, which is called a rendering method. So suppose I will draw a small nose at here. If you this is nose, suppose you think this is nose, so I will render it by drawing a strokes. So this is called the freehand method. This freehand method can be used by many people, and it is also very helpful if you want to become a pro. So for the beginners, I will recommend this freehand method to improve your freehand skills. And the next one is grid method. In the grid method, we will take a image or a photo of any personality. So what we will do is, suppose there is a sphere, we will draw a grids, certain number of horizontal grids and certain number of vertical grids on this, so that we can get a count of how many grids should we draw to fit that image. So these many grids can be drawn on the paper on where we have to willing to draw. So by using this, we can draw the accurate portraits of any object or any structure. And the third one is pencil measurement technique. You can see so many artists on the roadsides or any studios. They will use a pencil to draw the live portrait image. They will hold the pencil like this and measure the distance from the eye to the nose or to the eye to the eye. Like this, they will can find the distance between the eyes, nose, and all the measurements they can do by using pencil only. This method is very useful, and this is very authentic technique to draw any portrait. So you have to uh, do work on this method, which is pencil measuring technique. If you get this pencil measuring technique, you can become pro. You can draw live images, live portraits of a person sitting in front of you. And the fourth one is Andrew Loomis method. This Andrew Loomis method is also very ancient technique, and it can also be used by so many people. So I will tell you about the Andrew Loomis method. In this Andrew Loomis method, we will draw a circle which represents the shape of the person, head shape of a person, and we will draw a horizontal line representing the x-axis and the vertical line representing y-axis. So in between two lines, we can have to draw the proportionates of the eyes, nose, lips, like this. So if we want to draw a face turning this side, so we have to draw ellipse like this, and x-axis, y-axis. Let me think a nose at here, a small eye, a eye at here, and we will join this, and a lips at here. So this method is also very important method in the outline method, and it is also used by many professionals. And we comes to the fifth method, is dark and light method. So this is not the very important method, but this is also the one of the method in outline drawing method. So what the you have seen some professional doing, first they will dark up their page, and after they will erase the areas they want to, so that they can create a shape from the dark page. So this is the outline technique. And next, third basic step of the sketching is observation the surface and understanding the light. So you have drawn the outline, you are very perfect in the outline, so we have done outline very good. Now what we have to do is you have to understand the light. In understanding the light, as shown, there is a small glass and a diamond. So see the lights, see the shadings from the glass and the diamond. So how the shade, how the lights have emitted from the glass and the diamond. You have to observe and you have to understand the light, so that you can get better drawing from this. Similarly like this, you have to understand you have the light from the portraits or the faces of the person or any photo. So first understand the light and start drawing. So you have to see the light from where the light is coming. So now I am drawing an example. Suppose this is sphere placing on a table. Suppose if the light come from this side, so what can you say? This will be the lighter area, and the area in this side will be darker area. If the light come from this side, this will be the lighter area, and this entire area will be darker area. If the light come from this side, this will be the lighter area, and this side will be darker area. Similarly, the shadow also. If the light is from this side, the shadow will come in this side. This is the simple normal thing that everyone know. So you have to observe the light, you have to understand the light from where it is coming from. And the fourth main important basic is shading. So shading is the main important. Shading makes your drawing 2D to realistic. The more time you spend on shading, the more realistic drawing you can obtain. Shading can also be done by so many methods. I will going to tell you about all the methods also briefly. So first, shading. In shading there are so many methods, like first one, cross hatching. In the cross hatching method, what we will do is, first we will shade any object like this, and we will cross hatch it like this, so that you will become some darker shades at the darker areas. And a unidirectional hatching. In unidirectional hatching, what you will do is, suppose the light is coming from this side, and this will be the lighter side, and this will be the darker side. In uni hatching method, they will hatch only in one direction. So this is called unidirectional method. And then the third one is dotting. So this technique is by using dots. Suppose let me take a sphere and light coming from this side. So they will use the dots like this to create a dark and light effect to do the shading. So observe the surface of object plays an important role in the shading. So surface observation is also very important in this. So as you can see, there will be so many faces, and when you are drawing the faces of any person, let me take a small kid. So these are the examples. Let me take the face of a small kid. The kids have very smooth and soft face, so shading should be done very smoothly. And this old man, like this old man, there will be more wrinkles on the dark areas to shade. So in shading, observation is also very important. You have to observe the texture of the object. And the second last important thing you have to do about the doing portrait is blending. So blending, what is blending? So as you have seen, we have shaded this sphere and we have hatched it. So dark areas, medium areas, on the light areas. So after this we have to do blending. So blending is nothing but smoothing the surface to get the realistic effect. So blending can be done by many methods and by many tools. As you can see, you may use these cotton buds or blending stumps. I have done these blending stamps in my home with a newspapers. So these also work very well. I will show you now. As you can see, it is blending very effectively, and you can also use these cotton buds for blending. These cotton buds play a very major role while blending with the baby skin, as I have told you in the previous topic. Yeah, it will create very smooth effect on the skin. And blending can also be done by tissue paper or by finger. This is not the orthodox way, as the graphite may stick to your finger. And you can also use some cotton, which you will find at the medical store, for doing the blending. This cotton also do blending very well, and it will also create a very smooth texture to our artwork. So you will find these types of blending tools and all this stuff at Amazon. So guys, this is the video. So we have completed and we have covered all the basics of the sketching. So please follow my methods and get good results. So take time while doing any work. So if you do take so much time, you will get better results in drawing. So that is my experience. So thank you guys, please subscribe and like my channel if you like my video, and for press the bell icon for the future videos. Thank you.